Not much. Maybe this stretch you can take right.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahil Kesri. I'm here at Montra Electric plant where we are showcasing Aviator. This vehicle was launched on 2025 at Bharat Mobility. So why I'm telling you this? Because we are going to show you the back end of this vehicle, how they assemble the vehicle and how all the process is been done in the plant. So we'll likely shift to the plant and show the exactly how the vehicle is made part by part. Hello sir.
Hi,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
So, which key application duty cycles is the Montra Electric EVIATOR, specially designed for such e-commerce, FMCG, logistics, or urban mobility duty?
So the way we look at duty cycle is that okay, if we classify it, you can classify it as a mid mile and a last mile. So we are there in both. The EVATOR can be used in mid mile and the last mile application and variety of industries. So it can be e-commerce, FMCG, logistics space. Obviously, in terms of it is there, milk, cold chain. So there are almost 28 applications or use cases which we have defined where the EVATOR is either being used or tested.
Are these being sold as fully built only, or this is locally motivated?
We have both options. It depends upon the customer's choice. So many a time customer has got a preference for the local bodybuilder. So we provide a cab chassis and the customer builds it. If the customer wants a fully built as a solution, we provide a fully built solution. So it's up to the customer to choose.
Okay, fully to the customer.
Yeah.
How they want it.
So we have extensively tested this vehicle. Right? We have, in fact, covered more than 12 lakh kilometers in terms of testing, etc. So it has been extensive validation in under various test conditions in different geographical locations. In terms of it has been tested, and currently all our vehicles are performing successfully.
How this initiative impact the plant operating efficiency?
So this plant again is it was a greenfield project, and it has been set up with it's a state of the art plant, and we have taken special care to ensure that from an energy conservation point of view, energy saving point of view, that focus is there. So in fact, all the lines that we have ensured that 60-70% is natural lighting, so that we conserve on the energy. We have even the CED plant is a new technology wherein you don't require 24-hour running in case the line is idle. So that again saves energy. All the motors that we are using are energy saving motors. So and it is a paperless factory. So we don't use any paper except for statutory requirements, which is like invoice, etc. Other than that, we don't use any paper. So we have taken care on all this.
And I told it is a paperless system. Entire manufacturing is a paperless system. It is controlled through the MES. All the equipments, tools, everything data will get recorded in the MES system. Manufacturing execution system.
By Mitsubishi.
Yeah, by Mitsubishi.
One thing is, this building is we consider as a green building, and we are going to get it in future with solar power panels. And you can see 60% the cutout we have made it. In the sunny time, no light is required in the daytime. Without light, we can able to 60% light is there. And ventilation, we are having 6 air changes available here. so that the airflow would be inside very smooth and clean.
Has the plant been designed for future scalability in India?
Yes, obviously, because this plant has got a maximum capacity of 50,000 units. So that's the scale that we see in the next maybe 4 5 years.
50,000 units annually.
Annually, 50,000 units annually, and of course, based on adding number of shifts, etc., we can squeeze out a little bit more. So it has been planned to that way. At least for the next 5 7 years, this capacity should.
From here you can see three lines are there. Last one is a trim line, cabin trim. The next one is a pilot line. The last one is a conveyor line, chassis line, main chassis line. Okay. So here if you see the total area is around 2.25 lakh square feet area. This alone, the built-up area and carpet area. So the height is 12 meters. We kept it for our future vertical storage also. Contained in that way. And you can see a lot of open spaces. This is indicated for a ramp up. The plant capacity is 50,000 per annum, not for today. We are planning for the next 2 years, 3 years of time. When we ramp up, we need it. We need the space. And also, in case future models, variants, if it comes, we can able to handle it here. So no worry about that.
Utilization. So right now we have just started out production. So the capacity utilization is only building up. So we are right now at what around 5 to 10% capacity level, depending upon the line. Yeah.
How are you aligning the manufacturing and supply chain?
So we have a well planned, well thought out supply chain in terms of all our suppliers. We have partnered with them right from the beginning of the project, and all of them are reputed partners or reputed suppliers, Tier 1 suppliers. So we have worked along with them, and in terms of first is from the right from the design stage, then in terms of making say the parts, tooling, etc. And now from a ramp up phase, so that we have very clear cut schedules which are there with the suppliers, and they are also ramping up accordingly. So it is fully aligned. The entire supply chain is fully aligned. They know what to do, how to supply, when to supply, and how much to supply. And we have also planned our using accordingly.
So you have a new battery plant set up in Manisha, if I'm not wrong. I mean, like the fully woman empowered. So we just need a couple of lines on that, like how it is completely on that, and how did we come up with an idea of bringing up such a big plant and idea?
So as a TI Clean Mobility, we have two battery plants. So one is in Manesar, which is catering to the heavy commercial vehicle business. Right. We have another battery plant in Coimbatore with one of our sister concerns, which is JM Automotive, where we have our small commercial vehicle batteries being manufactured.
What is the capacity of these battery plants?
So it is again aligned to our capacities. So right now it has been set up to meet at least 50% of the capacity of our capacity, which is roughly around say 25,000 units.
So you're not planning to do any OEM support through that to the other companies?
No, right now it is like a captive the thing for us.
Yeah. And what about the rare earth minerals? Because now we are facing a lot. So do you have any plans to set it up or like do the buying process from somewhere else? I mean, like apart from China, yes, we do have a lot of concerns going on that. So just
see for our small commercial vehicle division, for the Aviator, we have not fortunately we have not faced any such challenges. Our supply partners have been able to ensure regular supplies. Right. Obviously, the challenge is there, and as and when in terms of required, we make changes or we ensure that there is a corrective actions which is made. But right now, we have not faced any disruption as such because of the rare earth issues. Yeah.
And in addition, like since the advancements of like crash systems and TPM are all coming for the CVs and LCVs, so what is the additional customizations you provide to the vehicles which we have now?
See, our vehicle currently is fully compliant to whatever regulations are there. Right. For example, this particular cabin that you see on the Eviator, it has undergone crash test at ARA and it is certified. So whatever be the regulatory requirement, we are fully prepared to meet that. But right now, whatever regulations are there for this particular product, it is fully met.
In addition, the customization options like TPM, also like the sensors giving the reports. I mean, like which you rightly mentioned, if there is any defects in the system, yes, definitely your team will be getting it. But apart from that, what other advancements you are providing for the customers as a customization option?
You're talking about body customization as such?
Body customization, say for TPM and the crash alerts, which the drivers will get if he's sleepy, because we get a lot of advancements. And even about the cabin AC, which was discussed in the the show right down there. So I just want to understand few.
Yeah, so two things to it. One is on the safety side, it is of paramount importance. And as I said, the cabin is fully secured, fully tested. So it's a very safe cabin. Second, from an advanced like ADAS system, for example, though we also provide vehicles which is like optional. It depends upon the customer. We can provide those alerts. We have an ADAS system which is radio based, which can alert, or it has got a video outside in, and different behavior pattern of the driver. For example, is he using the phone, right, is he dozing off, etc. So those can be recorded and then alert. And also the proximity in terms of proximity to the front vehicle, so yeah, harsh braking, panic braking, etc. So those provides, and as a in a premium variant we provide to the customer.